raiding people selling tomatoes, raiding people with gardens. It's on. Agenda 21, global corporate domination, shutting down farms and ranches. I mean, Paul, the magnitude, and I'm an idiot. You know, 2 weeks ago, I knew Soros was involved. I went and looked it up. I watched the groups leading it with their Democrat mindless chants. The vapid eyes, like, it's time to take the money from the rich, behead them, the one percenters. I knew in the Fed was there trying to vie, and hey, it's the Federal Reserve, it's not capitalism that's bad. But you watch CNN, MSNBC, Paul, it's all capitalism did this, capitalism did this, capitalism. No, we got away from capitalism more and more in 1913. We have a mega private central bank running things. It's in control. It's robbing and looting everything openly. I mean, the Federal Reserve, what 6 months ago came out and said, the CFR came out and recommended a VAT and a sales tax and a carbon tax to pay our debt to them. And then they got a gaggle of idiots in the streets, and then they send me emails lecturing me how I work for Wall Street. I don't own one stinking stock. I don't have any Wall Street sponsors. I'm 100% sponsored by my listeners. I'm against tyranny. I'm against unfair monopoly groups, mafias running our world, and you stupid so-called liberals make me want to throw up your insane ignorance, and you moron mainline Republicans, you make me want to vomit on you as well. When all of your chief whores, all of them, every stinking one of them is pushing new taxes to pay off what we owe. And I'm sorry, Paul, but you've got all the links in your articles where the whole thing is Warren Buffett, Bill Gates' dad is in this 1% movie, a film by Jamie Johnson, where the rich kid comes out against the corruption of the elite, and he blames free market for it. No, most of these families made their money in sweetheart deals with government contracts with my tax money. This isn't some defector from the ultra-rich. This is a top-level ultra-rich person doing what Granddaddy did, learning how to con the general public into going into the rat's nest, thinking they're getting out of it. Go ahead, Paul.
Here's a quote, Alex, from the Wall Street Journal. Quote, roughly 90% of the tax filers who would pay more under Mr. Obama's plan, this is the plan being advocated by Occupy Wall Street and Warren Buffett, on millionaires, and 99.99% on billionaires. So again, it's the middle class. It's not Warren Buffett or Wall Street corporations that are going to be hurt most by this Occupy Wall Street solution that they're calling for. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway still owes taxes from 10 years ago. You know, he's the ultimate Wall Street insider, third richest man on the planet. Buffett and most of the top corporations pay virtually no income tax, not because of some law that hasn't passed that's going to decimate the middle class, but because they park their wealth in offshore tax havens. That's why they get to avoid the income tax. So all this crap about 1% is absolute nonsense. This is going to decimate the middle class. And that's why
his own Wells Fargo caught laundering $376 billion in narcotics money in 2 years alone. They paid a $111 million fine on it. That was something like 0.3%. It's like you rob a bank, you pay a $3,000 fine. It is completely asinine. And, Paul, we are going up against the Federal Reserve. We're actually going up against a group who came out last week and said they're surveilling the American people. We're actually going up against a group that is completely ruthless and actually hijacked this nation and killed Kennedy when he tried to stop them. If people want to go after the real corporate fascists, the monopoly men, this is it, Paul. This is it. And we're going straight into the belly of the beast, and it's time to have an Occupy the Federal Reserve. What do you think of that?
Well, we're not just cynically dismissing all the Occupy Wall Street people and saying, oh, let's just do nothing. We're offering a real alternative solution that actually targets the focus of the problem. I mean, we had people back in August with the London riots saying we were bad for not supporting a group of thugs, you know, stealing trainers from JD Sports.
And that's meant to make protesters look bad. Stay there, absolutely. The global bankers are hijacking a movement against the bankers through their normal suspects, a bunch of well-meaning commies.
We all know that Berkey water purification systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
Hello, I'm Alex Jones. Myself, my family, the Infowars.com team want to relay to you and your families that we are intensifying our efforts against the globalist on every front. Infowars.com is leading the fight against the technocrats. But we can't do that without your help. By getting the films, bumper stickers, and T-shirts at Infowars.com, you will wake up people in your area and support our operation as we move to the next level. We need your help to spread the word like never before. They wish to hide themselves during this tectonic battle between the forces of freedom and darkness. You are the response to the globalist technocrats and their program of global eugenics, dehumanization, and ultimate extermination. The war is here. It's an info war. The spirit of 1776 versus the mindset of 1984.
Attention gardeners, this is an urgent GCN self-reliance update. GCN has just discovered a new bioactive superfood for garden plants, flowers, and herbs. It's called ProtoGrow, and it's so effective at producing rapid plant growth that it seems to almost force plants to grow like crazy under practically any soil and light conditions. Now, here's the best part for our listeners who garden for self-reliance. ProtoGrow's unique blend of C nutrients maximizes mineral uptake and dramatically increases bloom set, creating maximum plant growth in minimum time. ProtoGrow works by providing geometric keys, which have the capacity to actually unlock the genetic code for nutritional uptake in plants. ProtoGrow's full-spectrum plant fertility means fruits and vegetables with extraordinary taste and up to 10 times the nutritional value. And if you want to double or triple the potency of herbs or wheatgrass, you can. If you want to grow nutritionalized superfoods with non-hybrids, it's now easy. GCN listeners who want to grow dirt-cheap superfoods should visit the ProtoGrow website at growlikecrazy.com. That's www.growlikecrazy.com or call 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365.
Now, I want to be clear here. If you want to put a Tobin tax on the big mega brokerage firms and the Federal Reserve, I'd all be for it to pay off the debt. Of course, you just be paying the money right back to them. It's fraudulent. You got to write it off. And I want to be clear. There are a lot of good people in this Occupy Wall Street movement. But the Move On, George Soros, they all admit they're trying to hijack it. Because they know they've got to lead the opposition. George Soros gets banker bailout money. He brags about having a great crisis. Europe is going under serious austerity. I'm not one of these fake right-wingers that supports the banksters saying cut everybody's pensions and things that you've paid into to pay the bankers. See, the mainline Republicans are saying that with austerity. They get one half, and the Democrats call in and say raise taxes on the middle class, and in between them, what is it, Jack Spratt could eat no fat and his wife could eat no lean, so between the two of them, they lick the platter clean. That's how this dialectic works. Take Roseanne Barr. I've read about her. I know she's involved in a lot of good causes. Not a bad person. I was planning to play a clip of her. I know Max Keiser had her on. And I understand what she's saying. Either the rich start paying some more taxes or they get their heads chopped off. But are you talking about the guy that makes $1 million a year and has 300 employees down the road at the cement factory or whatever that he started when he was 25 years old with one truck? I happen to know a guy like that. And literally worked his fingers to the bone, doesn't even have fingerprints because the lime ate him off. Talking about that guy with hundreds of employees? Or are you talking about Warren Buffett, who got banker bailout money? By the way, there are demonstrations against Bank of America, against the corrupt mortgages. Now that's I support that. So I need to be clear. There's a lot of good stuff happening here. And when Bank of America takes people's houses that are paid for, they don't even have a deed to, like in Florida, they do deserve to go to prison. But I don't want to start talking about cutting heads off. But I understand where Roseanne Barr's going with this. But the elite want to cut the middle class's head off instead of actually, they're going to throw the system to the wolves because they want to get rid of what's left of the free market. Paul, you've got the floor in the last few minutes of this, the next 5 minutes, and we're going to get a report from Rob Jacobson there on the streets in New York. I flew him up there and with another reporter here out of our office. And then we also have Darren McBreen's going to be down there covering the Occupy Austin at the city council. That'll all be staged with their people down there this Thursday. And we've also got other reporters. And I'm going to Dallas and Houston and San Antonio. But you finish up the next few minutes. You've got so many quotes, so much proof. And I'm just so tired of seeing well-meaning people getting conned by this, Paul.
Well, I mean, the words that John Lennon sung when he said in the song Revolution, you know, you say you want a revolution, but then you go carrying pictures of Chairman Mao. Well, if you listen to some of the interviews, and we're not saying this is all the people, but it's definitely a significant portion. You go watch the Kokesh interview that was posted in the article yesterday, and you look at some of the signs these people are carrying, the red flags, the communist motifs, then alarm bells start ringing because they talk about using the state to violently enforce their belief system, which, if you read the Occupy Wall Street website, is the Obama agenda. That's why in these interviews they want to re-elect Obama, who is the ultimate Wall Street puppet. They openly advocate his tax agenda, as we've just talked about. And then you look at who is actually coming in to steer the protests, and it's MoveOn.org, which is a Democratic Party front, massive backer of Obama, bankrolled his 2008 campaign, fully behind him in 2012. And of course, that campaign was funded by JP Morgan Chase and Goldman Sachs. His entire cabinet is full of Wall Street operatives, Lawrence Summers, Caldera, Michael Froman. So why is a group that helped get Wall Street insiders to power now announcing its involvement in anti-Wall Street protesters? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever unless these protests are being manipulated.
Stay there. We're going to come back with more intel from Paul Watson. It's simple. They implode America, pose as the saviors, and then fully destroy America.
This is GCN, the Genesis Communications Radio Network.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you'll love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it. Others don't.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
All right, popping in with Obama and the globalists effectively just getting rid of the borders entirely is William Gheen for about 10, 15 minutes at the bottom of the hour. Max Keiser pops in for 30 minutes. I will open the phones up as well. Specifically, do you disagree with me on this Occupy Wall Street? I don't know how you could, but if you do, I'd like to hear from you. If you agree, and how do we reach out to these well-meaning people who really think communism and socialism is a good thing. My God, it killed a couple 100 million people last century. The total humiliation. A bunch of government party members living in palaces while everything we've worked for gets stolen from us. And it's always big banks funding it. My God, they're trying it here. We've got to defeat these globalists. I mean, we've got to get them out of power and punish them because they're not going to stop. You think I want to go up and protest the Fed? You think I like it? You notice I don't go out in public a lot because I like just electronically working, getting the word out. You think I like going up against the Federal Reserve? But it's a dark, misty staircase. I've got to go up into the room with the Cyclops folks. I've got to go up. I've got to follow this path because every time I look at my children, and look at anybody else's